And we saw Tom Hanks there playing Elvis's manager, Colonel Tom Parker.
What a legend.
But this is your first big role as a very experienced actor. Did he feel responsibility to you, or did you just go, this is your moment, you go, you shine?
Well, I had no idea what it was going to be like. You know, whenever you meet somebody that you admired for a long time, you hope that they're going to be warm to you, but you never really know. And somebody like Tom, you know, he's been doing this for so long, and he's such a master of his craft. And so I was intimidated. And then the first time that I met him, Baz had this little house in Australia with along this riverbank. And so I came, and I knew I was going to be meeting Tom for the first time. And I walked through the house and see Tom and Baz down by the river. And I come walking up, and Tom turns around and he sees me, and he goes, "My boy, give me a hug." And he gives me the biggest bear hug.
Oh, my God.
And then Baz said, "You know, let me give you guys a moment." And so Baz went into the house, and Tom and I just talked for so long. And at one point he said, "You know, I was at the studio earlier today, and I was choosing which doors I was going to throw up outside of for the first couple weeks." And I said, "Well, why, you nervous?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah, I'm so nervous." I said, "You're nervous? I'm terrified." And he goes, "And nobody knows what Colonel Parker sounds like. Everyone knows what Elvis sounds like." So suddenly we were colleagues, you know, we were both being able to share in our fear and in our, you know, we were joined in that way.
I remember when I talked to you, Christopher Kahn, the Elvis voice was still very present in your voice.
Yeah.
And people have talked about that. But I think there's a lot less of it now.
I'm glad you say that. I hear it all the time.
So, do you think, will it eventually go... have you tried to get rid of it? Have you gone to a speech therapist or anything?
No, I mean... the thing is...
What did you sound like before?
Yeah.
Well,
like,
I don't know. People pull clips from when I was 17.
Do you talk like that?
and it's really... I mean, to be honest, I heard my publicist told me the other day, you know, people are... I try to stay off social media, so my publicist told me, you know, people are talking about your voice and these sorts of things, and it really made me self-conscious for a second, because I thought, am I being phony? Is this not my voice? And then I thought, no, I'd have to think consciously to not talk how I am right now. But my voice sounds different when I talk to my dog, or when I talk to my dad, or when I'm here right now. You know, we all have different bits of ourselves that we're releasing. But when I was really questioning it, I thought, okay, for one thing, I'm older now. Maybe sometimes I have a Southern twang, but I don't think this is Southern. If I tried to sound like Elvis, I would sound very different right now.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna... You have to pay extra for that. But the other thing is, I think from all the singing, I probably have destroyed my voice a bit. You know, my vocal cords, it's a lot raspier now.
Yeah.
And so I just trained a lot, you know. I trained a lot, and then it turned out that I ended up doing all the singing for that early stuff.
Michelle, your mom, she sounds formidable. So, I love this story. So, you graduate from dance school, you go home to Malaysia, and what has your mother done?
So, as I got home for the holidays, and I was planning to go back to England, then she suddenly looped into this whole thing about, oh, you know, you should go on stage more, and you should do this, because now you're 21, and when you're not 21 anymore, there are things you can do. And I'm thinking, what on earth is she on about? And then the next thing I knew was my brother. She looped my brother into doing it. She said, yeah, you should try it out. I'm like, what are you guys? She had entered me for Miss Malaysia.
Wow.
He actually signed the form, so technically I'm not legit.
but you would think, oh, terrible thing to do. You won.
Oh my God! The thing was, I did it to shut her up because she wouldn't stop about it. So I said, we had a deal. If I do this, you are never going to do something like this again. Yeah.
And what age were you when she insisted on coming on a date with you?
Oh. Now you have to remember, they're moms are very protective, right? For all the right reasons. So, she always went on a date.
Oh, always?
Oh, always. Until I went to England to study. I don't know why she even let me go to England. So when we go on dates, she literally will sit, I'll be here, the guy was here, and you know, we're 17 or whatever. So one time I was sitting like this, and I suddenly realized, why are there two hands on my leg? So it was his hand on my mom's hand.
Whoa.
I know, I was like, he was holding the hand he thought was mine. And then I looked at him and go like, excuse me, guys, what's going on?